Logan here, back with another gear review. Today we're going to be reviewing the REI Passage 2 tent. Alright, so first off we're going to go over a few things that it comes with, which are the footprint, which is pretty awesome because not many tents these days come with a footprint. So pretty awesome there. You've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stakes, and they look kind of heavy, but they're actually pretty light. Now, I would venture to say they probably are pretty bendable, so you may want to invest in some better stakes, but these will get you going out there. Alright, you're going to have your stake bag, your pole splint, just in case you get into an issue out there in the field. You're going to have your tent pole bag, your tent bag right here, and then your Rainfly. Alright, so this tent, you're going to only be able to get it from REI or, you know, secondhand on Facebook Marketplace or something like that. But it's going to come in at $159, and probably one of the best bang for your bucks you can get in an entry-level tent. And I wouldn't actually call it an entry-level tent. I would say this is probably a mid-range tent. But for $159, this tent will get you out there and you'll be in comfort. Alright, now my buddy Todd is going to show you how to put this tent together. Be your classic dome style tent. It's going to come in about 5 pounds and 10 ounces, so not the lightest tent out there. You can get by with backpacking. If it was me taking it out there, I would probably go with a partner. We'd use this tent together, and we would split up the weight, just because, you know, 5 pounds is a little bit heavy for a backpacking tent, but I'll get you out there. All right, so this is going to be a 2-pole system. So you're going to have to keep track of both poles, and the poles are connected by this clip right here. So as you can see, 2 poles right here, the clip goes right over there. It's not something I prefer, but you know, for a tent that doesn't have all the bells and whistles, this will get you out there in the woods. Alright, next you're going to have the clips. This is a feature that I really like on tents, to have the clips like that. When you're looking at your entry-level like Walmart style tents and you have to shove the poles, number one, you got aluminum poles rather than the carbon, or not the carbon fiber, the fiberglass poles, which is going to give you a lot more rigidity. So you're actually going to be able to take this tent out in some windy atmosphere. My buddy Todd, who owns this tent, took it on our Pecos River trip, and anybody who's been on the Pecos River knows it's windy as hell out there. So you definitely need an aluminum pole tent on a trip like that, or really anywhere where there's going to be significant wind. So for this tent, for the price, you're going to get aluminum poles. The quality of the material is very good for what you're paying for. The zippers are very smooth. A lot of times on a cheap Walmart Academy special tent, you're going to get really crappy zippers. You're going to get, like I said, fiberglass tent poles, and the material is going to be as cheap as it can possibly be. This is actually a very good mesh. Sidewall is made out of a heavy duty material, so if you're hard on your stuff or you're camping and there's a lot of rocks around or something, this is actually going to hold up very well. I think Todd said he had probably about 24 25 nights in this tent, No issues, no tips, no rips, no tears, or any of that stuff. So we'll walk you around the tent so you can see. Like I said, this is going to be a classic dome style tent, so it's going to be the same size on both sides, which is nice because you can sleep head to foot or you can sleep head to head, whatever, doesn't make a difference. Either side you can sleep on. What I also really like about this tent, which is really good for the price range, is the dual entry. You can go on this side or you can go on that side, and that makes it great when you're sleeping with a partner. That way you're not having to climb over top of each other to go out and use the restroom in the middle of the night. So we'll come back around this side and then we'll get into some minor details of the tent. So as you can see, it looks the same on both sides. All right, now we're going to talk about the corner attachment pieces. We don't have the ground cloth on here, but it attaches the same way. It's going to be your peg and grommet. So you got the peg, you just put it in the grommet. What I do like about this tent a lot actually is it's got belt buckle clips for the Rainfly, and we'll show you that here in a minute when Todd puts the Rainfly on this tent. But that makes a really good feature right here. Now we're going to go inside the tent and I'll show you how much room you have. As you can see, I got plenty of room in here. I'm about 6 foot tall, so you know I'm not too short, but I've got plenty of headroom here. You could definitely sit up and you know, mess with your gear, read a book, or just wait out the rain in this tent. A really cool feature I like about this tent is it's got the zippers that go all the way up here, and instead of having like a little buckle system or something like that you see on a lot of tents, what you do is you just take and you just stuff that in there like that, real quick, real easy. I really like that about this tent. Now what we're going to talk about right here is the pockets on the side. Right here you've got pocket right here on this side, pocket on this side. However, you know, in the spirit of cutting costs, they didn't supply it on both sides like you would see in some other tents, but still, you know, you can sleep head to head on this side and you can both have pockets right here. Also, you're gonna have headlamp pockets right here so that you can stick your headlamp in right here and get a little bit of light, or you can throw your keys, you can throw your wallet, you know, whatnot. Now I'll lay down and show you how much room you have when you're laying down. Oh, by the way, this tent comes in at 31 square feet, so it's a pretty good sized tent, especially for 2 people. As you can see, I still got plenty of room on my feet right here and plenty of room on my head, so great sized tent. All right, now my buddy Todd is going to show you how to put the Rainfly on the tent. Tent looks like with the Rainfly on. A couple things I really like about the tent is it's got 2 stakeout points for the Rainfly in the front, which means that you have more vestibule space to be able to store your gear under the rain or out of the elements, but not actually in the tent. It's going to have some guide wires here. Comes with the guide wires, so that's pretty cool. 2 on each side, and also it's going to have a little vent right here, so all you do is Velcro. All you do is you put that up and it can give you a little bit of airflow through that tent when you're in there, because if it's in Texas, if it's in any time of the year, it can be hot, and when you're in the rain and you're trying to get out of the rain, you definitely want a little bit of airflow right there. So we're going to open it up and so you can see what it looks like with it out. It just has some Velcro right here. It's like this, and you just take and you roll it up, and it's just got your simple toggle system here. Boom, there you go. Pretty awesome. Like I said, 2 spots right there. The Rainfly is made out of a pretty heavy duty material. Todd said he's used this in the rain and didn't get any weather on him. Didn't get any water in the tent, so pretty good deal right there. So lastly, we'll show you what the tent looks like when it's all packed up. So this is what the tent looks like all packed up. You've got the tent and the Rainfly together right in here, your poles, your stakes, and your ground cloth. Personally, I always like to pack my stakes and my poles separately, just because the metal in these can sometimes damage, especially the fine mesh on these tents. This tent is made out of some pretty tough material, so I don't think you'd have any problems, but I just like packing it that way personally. Also, when you pack it like that, you can divvy up the weight like I was talking about earlier, and one person can take this stuff, one person can take that stuff, and that way it's not so heavy on one person. So in closing, this is probably one of the best tents you can buy, sub 200 bucks. So like I said, it's $159. You can get it at any REI store, or you can get it online at rei.com. You can also, a lot of times people buy this as an entry-level tent or a beginner tent, and so you can find these on Facebook Marketplace for sub $100 a lot of times. So especially if you can pick it up sub $100, this is going to be one of the best bang for your buck tents out there on the market today. Thanks for watching the video today. Hope you learned something about this tent. REI is a great company. I'm not sponsored by them, but I just like shopping there, so it is what it is. But y'all keep getting out there and adventuring. Maybe I'll see y'all in a trail or a river someday.